So before we begin, we finally did it. We got ourselves a Moonsteel weapon, which is one of the rarest drops in the game.
Think a slack.
Who's your daddy?
Okay. Soulframe's true endgame isn't the constant farming for rare weapons or trying to make your Envoy as strong as possible. It's actually fashion. Once you've been playing for a while, you realize the real grind isn't the bosses or the loot. It's looking as clean as possible. Transmog is where most of us end up spending hours. Hey guys, how you doing? In this video, I'm going to show you why fashion is the actual endgame in Soulframe and how deep the customization system really goes. So firstly, before anything else, you will need to know how to actually transmog, which means changing the appearance of your gear while keeping your current stats. Firstly, you need to head to the Nightfold and talk to Verminia. She's the one who handles all the fashion and Envoy customization. To unlock an armor piece's appearance, you need a Moonsteel Thread, which you can buy for roughly 25 arcs of premium currency. But even if you don't want to buy anything, you can still customize your appearance for fashion, but you won't keep those armor stats. I'll explain more in a second. So this may sound like a money grab, but honestly, the game is completely free and there's no pay to win. And the studio has to monetize the game somehow, and this is a good enough way to do it. I'm sure as the game progresses, we will have a way to grind out for these threads. Also, we will be getting the ability to trade premium currency, so everything will still be obtainable for free. Now, once you spend that thread on a piece of armor you like, its look gets permanently unlocked, and from that point on, you can apply that appearance of helmet, chest piece, or leggings whenever you want without the need of more Moonsteel threads. Each loadout even saves its own Bestitched look separately, and you can also dye everything with the color palettes right there at Verminia. For example, let's equip the Arbearer's Pauncher, along with the matching brace and helmet. These pieces currently give some of the strongest stats available for a pure courage build, so they form a solid foundation for damage and survivability. Now, if you want to keep every single one of those powerful stats but completely change how your Envoy looks, simply head over to Verminia in the Nightfold and click on the small thread and needle icon next to the armor slot you want to edit. This opens the Bestitching menu. If you see a little Moonsteel thread icon already sitting next to a piece, that means you've previously unlocked its appearance, so you can freely apply or remove that look on any loadout without spending another thread. Because of this permanent unlock system, I strongly recommend only using your limited Moonsteel threads on armor that truly has the best visual design. The pieces I'm showing you right now, for instance, come from the Founders Packs. They're basically glamour sets, and the studio more likely spent more time making it visually appealing. This way, you keep the perfect fashion look while still benefiting from the highest possible stats your build can reach. But I have no doubt glamour will become a huge part of the game. If you want to glamour completely for free in Soulframe, you can simply equip the armor pieces that look the best to you, even if they don't have the highest stats. The downside is you lose the optimal defense and bonuses, but the good news is there are plenty of solid courage, spirit, and grace builds out there that still perform really well while looking clean. A lot of players run stylish, mid-tier, or even founders-looking sets and still clear content just fine. So you don't always need the absolute best stats to enjoy both fashion and combat. Just open your inventory, try on different armor combinations, and rock whatever outfit feels right. No Moonsteel threads required at all. What actually makes the biggest visual difference in most builds is the color, and those are surprisingly easy to grind out. You just need the right plant materials and the recipes, which you can buy directly from your faction once you rank them up a bit. So currently the build I'm running is a full courage setup, which still feels overpowered right now. Basically, if you've been playing Soulframe for a while, you'll notice that almost everything gravitates towards courage. There have been some changes that improved overall virtue scaling a little, but courage remains the most consistently strong choice for the majority of players. It gives the highest life per point, scales the majority of heavy melee weapons extremely well, and powers your first Arcanic better than the other options. It's simply the safest and most reliable path if you want both solid damage and good survivability, especially when you're running Koga content. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because I've got a full Koga-focused courage build coming soon. So the build I'm currently running uses the Ivor as my main weapon. There are stronger options out there, but I simply love the look of this one. For the talisman, I'm using Synod's Bell, which boosts my courage stat. The entire armor set is the full Arbearer's set because it currently gives some of the best attack and defense values available. For the glamour, the helmet is from the Wild Siren, the Bow Founders Pact, while the chest and leggings are from the Wild Tethrin itself. For the color, I chose a white and gold theme. The base materials are kept pure white, while the armor has gold tones to create an almost elven-inspired look. So fashion is Soulframe's true endgame, because once you've experienced the combat, explored the world, and collected powerful powerful gear, what really keeps you playing is creating a character that feels unique. Looking good becomes just as important as being strong. Mixing different armor pieces, colors, and cosmetics lets envoys express their own style and stand out from everyone else. And it's the part of the game that never really ends, because there's always a new look to create or a better outfit to put together. That's why I think fashion is the real endgame in Soulframe. It gives a reason to keep playing even after you've finished everything else. Unfortunately, as of now, there's very little armor pieces in the game because it's still in pre-alpha, but the armor that is available can still make your envoy look unique. So yeah, guys, that's about it. Also, if you're already buying some G Fuel, use code LAZZY at the checkout to support me. Alternatively, there's also a link in the description. I'd really appreciate that, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.